Right, news quiz. Let's do the news quiz.
Oh dear.
Right, yes. Here we go. So, question one, and I'm liking this first question. I don't think we're going to be able to answer it, but I'm liking it. It says this. Actor George Clooney revealed the secret to keeping his hair looking tip and top. And it wasn't an exclusive salon. Rather, it was a vacuum-based trimming product marketed to late-night US TV audiences since the 1990s. But what is it called? Is it Flowbee,
I'm so good at bounties,
Fuzzaway, or Raptoo? I've not a clue.
Okay. Okay. In a previous job,
Right.
we got a load of documentation through something that someone wanted to bring into the country,
Right.
and I'm sure it was called a Flowbee.
A Flowbee. Okay.
Yeah, and it was one of the weirdest things. It was like something you attached to a Hoover.
Right.
You turn the Hoover on,
Yeah.
and this thing, you just push this thing over your head, and it just circle the hair off for you, and put it straight in the Hoover. Really weird thing.
Why are all these people losing their hair? They need to hoover it off their head. I'm beginning to worry about now
I don't know.
the bald patch that Deborah's found. Perhaps I should be hoovering my head to give it more flow. I don't know. I'm going to call Flowbee.
Why are you saying you're bald? He's the half bald guy.
It's correct. It's the Flowbee. Adverts for which promise perfect haircuts every time by attaching its hose and blades to the vacuum cleaner along with a microvac version. It's said to cut hair in increments from half an inch to 6 inches long. My haircuts literally take 2 minutes, Clooney confirmed. Well, there you go. I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. Okay. Next question in our BBC News quiz tonight. Bodybuilder Dave Prowse, who played Darth Vader in the original Star Wars trilogy, died at the age of 85. Along with his roles as Frankenstein and Doctor Who monsters, he was a personal trainer. But which actor did he not help get in shape? Was it John Barrowman for his theatre role in Matador, Lou Ferrigno for his TV's The Incredible Hulk, or Christopher Reeve for the Superman film? I happen to know the answer to this, but I just want to see if you know it first.
I haven't got a clue. If I had to guess, and it would be quite difficult because I have no idea who is.
No.
I'd say John Barrowman.
It is going to be John Barrowman. I know. Dave Prowse did train the Incredible Hulk guy and the Superman guy, but went nowhere near John Barrowman. I don't know if that was for personal reasons.
Let's leave that one there, shall we?
Oh, what? Do you know what? Having said I got that right, I got it wrong.
You're wrong.
I can't believe that. There's something wrong with this question. It was Lou Ferrigno. The pair were, however, reported to have become friends along with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Oh, that's why. That's why I read that bit in the story, not the actual training bit. So he did train John Barrowman and Christopher Reeve. There you go. Next question. An almost perfect preserved skeleton thought to be between 3,000 and 5,000 years old was discovered in Thailand. But what type of creature is it thought to have been? Was it bride's whale, a great frigate bird, or a Siamese crocodile? Siamese crocodile? Is that one with two heads? I don't know.
What the heck?
Bride's whale, great frigate bird.
No idea.
No, nor have I. The picture looks like a kind of a crocodile, but I would hate to get it. I think I'm going to go frigate bird. Because let's face it, we never get more than 3 in this quiz anyway.
Go on then. Go on then. Go with the bird.
I'm going with the bird. It's wrong. It's a whale. The pasture. We're rubbish at this. I mean, seriously, next week I'm going to read every single news story on the BBC website. Well, I did that this week and got a question wrong. It's believed to be Bride's whale. The partially fossilised skeleton was found 12 kilometres from the coast to the west of Bangkok. And there's a joke there somewhere, but I just can't put my finger on it.
Oh no.
Yeah. BBC News quiz then. We are back for question 4. Soap opera Coronation Street had to scrap a set piece stunt planned for its 60th anniversary episode because of coronavirus rules. It emerged. Producers also said a pre-COVID idea for a pandemic-based storyline had been rejected. But why? A. Concerns it might panic viewers. B. It was impractical to have so many characters isolated in hospital. Or C. It was thought to be too far-fetched. There you go. There's your options.
Definitely can't be the last one. Nothing's far-fetched for a soap opera, is it?
No.
Let's have a think. I think... I don't know, actually. You...
Well, it's difficult, isn't it? It was impractical to have so many characters isolated in hospital. I mean, that does sound like a storyline killer, really. Concerns it might panic viewers.
Yeah.
It's a soap. They don't care what viewers think. People come back from the dead in soaps, don't they? Viewers are not far-fetched.
They do.
So,
They have a very long shower,
yeah.
and everything's fine.
Indeed. Why wouldn't it be? I'm going for answer 3. It was impractical to have so many characters isolated in hospital.
Go on then.
Okay. No, gee whiz. It was thought to be too far-fetched. Programme makers said it was too far-fetched. 2 writers had suggested having some form of bird flu spread around the street after being introduced by Tyrone Dobbs, taking up pigeon racing in homage to one of the programme's best-loved characters, Jack Duckworth. That is far-fetched, really, isn't it? That is far-fetched.
Yes.
Who does racing pigeons anymore? Yeah. Let's do another question. Here we go. It's often Ryanair that comes in for criticism and associated publicity when mooting additional charges for flyers. But this week, its fellow budget airline EasyJet came in for flack on social media for doing what? Introducing coin-operated toilets, making carbon offsetting payments compulsory, or saying customers must pay extra to use overhead lockers. I think they've already done that last one.
I don't know. Carbon one.
Carbon. Yeah, let's go carbon.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not going to believe this. That one's wrong as well. It's saying customers must pay extra to use overhead lockers. I thought they'd already done that. Customers would have to pay more for overhead lockers, EasyJet said. Those who don't shell out for more expensive tickets will be limited to a small bag under the seat. Twitter critics were unhappy, with one accusing the company of monitorising every opportunity in a race to the bottom. Well, there you go. Nice. What have we got next to play? Oh, Perry Como. He was our first album of Christmas. Obviously, we had William Shatner. Now we've got Dolly Parton. Yeah. I mean, we're scraping the barrel. Really are. But this is a great track from a great man. This is Perry Como. It's the beginning. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Right then, let's get this news quiz out of the way because we are doing so well tonight. Police were stumped by both the disappearance of a phallic sculpture and whether the development even constituted a crime when the 2-metre wooden statue disappeared. But where was it? It really just looks like a great big wooden willy. Anyway, was it in Gritton, in Bavaria, Palencia in northern Spain, or St Helens in northwest England? Where was this big phallic willy? Or won't he?
We're live.
I don't know.
No, I don't know either.
I don't know. These people look pretty... I don't even recall the story.
No, nor do I. And yeah, I follow the BBC News site with amazing detail. Every morning I read it. There's supposed to be a story in the afternoon. I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, we're failing badly. I think we've got one right so far, which is rubbish for us.
It's a new low.
It is a new low. I don't think we can get... I mean, only if we got none right would it be worse. I keep going for the middle answer, and it never seems to be the middle answer. So I'm going to go for the bottom answer, which is St Helens in northwest England.
If you think about it, it's
Go
going
on
to be
then.
the middle answer.
You reckon it's going to be the middle answer?
Yes, and you're being really annoyed.
Well, I'm going to do it for the bottom answer. Let's see what happens. I was wrong. It was Grotten in Bavaria, where the sculpture stood for about 5 years before being reduced to a stump and wood chips. Police in nearby
Steady.
Kempton told reporters they had an open investigation while admitting, "We don't know whether it was a criminal offence or not." It's equally unclear who created the sculpture and how they erected it on a mountain in the first place.
Oh man.
Oh dear. Right then, last question. Here we go. With drinkers in parts of England only able to stay in the pub when they're ordering a substantial meal, UK Environmental Secretary George Eustace sought to clarify what that meant. But which type of egg did he use as an example? A deviled egg, a pickled egg, or a Scotch egg? We have got to get
Scotch
this
egg.
one right. Yes, it's got to be Scotch egg. Read it on the news. Confident we're going to get 2 out of 7 this week. Scotch egg. It's correct. It was a Scotch egg, which to the
Hey.
uninitiated is a boiled egg wrapped in sausage meat with breadcrumbs, then baked or deep fried. It will come as no surprise. It will probably count as a substantial meal if there were table service. He then said it might be served as a starter before adding the rules were understood in the licensed trade, of which they're now not. In fact, I've read somewhere that a lot of pubs are just deciding not to open if they're in tier 2 because there's no point. That's what I read recently.
Yeah.
It's a shame. It's a shame. Now, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel to see us spectacularly fail in epic fashion next week when we do the BBC News Quiz. Decided to make this a regular feature. We're going to film it and play it out, and you can see how rubbish we are. Join in and find out how good you are, I guess. So that's going on YouTube. That's going on YouTube, by the way.